Semper Fi, everyone. Welcome to the latest installment of Recon Jack. I'm your host, United States Marine Corps veteran and living historian, Chuck Lynch. On today's episode, by the suggestion of a subscriber and with the help of Seth Paridon and the National World War II Museum, I'll honor Sergeant Major Iron Mike Mervosh. Mike Dush Mervosh was born 14 June 1923 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to Mr. and Mrs. George Mervosh. Soon after the Imperial Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor, Hawaii on 7 December 1941, he enlisted in the United States Marine Corps. Mike always insisted that he wanted to fight to be the man that was in the thick of it doing his duty for the country he loved. He completed boot camp at Marine Corps Recruit Depot, Parris Island, and was one of the first Marines to be sent to the brand new 4th Marine Division, forming at Marine Corps Base Camp Pendleton, California. His first taste of combat came when he landed on Roy Namur in the Marshall Islands in early 1944 during the Battle of Kwajalein, and it continued to the Marianas where he fought on Saipan and Tinian from mid-June until August. While the first 3 landings were tough, nothing could have prepared Mike for what he would encounter during the Battle of Iwo Jima. Landing on D-Day, Mike engaged the enemy on Iwo almost constantly for 36 continuous days. He was wounded 3 times, refusing evacuation each time so that he could stay with his Marines. His response when he was asked about whether or not he saw the famous flag raising on Iwo was typical of Mike. "No," he said, "I was too busy killing and fighting the enemy and saving my rear end up in the northern part of the island." By the end of the battle, Mike's company had been whittled from 331 men down to only 31 who were able to walk off the island, with then Sergeant Mervosh acting as company commander. Later, he fought in Korea and did 2 tours in Vietnam, surviving a Huey crash armed with only a .45 caliber pistol and his guts, which he had in an abundance. Mike was the epitome of a U.S. Marine. Ramrod straight in his posture, he looked like a bulldog and talked like he ate glass and washed it down with napalm. When asked about all the fighting he was a part of in 3 wars, Mike always said that Iwo was the worst of them all by far. Mike honorably served in the Corps for 35 years. His final assignment was that of Fleet Marine Force Pacific Sergeant Major, the largest enlisted field command in the Marine Corps. When Mike retired in 1977, he was the most senior enlisted man in the U.S. Armed Forces. He was decorated for valor in combat 11 times and earned 13 battle stars in 3 wars. Mike always wanted to be known as just a regular, raggedy combat Marine. He once said, "I always wanted to fight. It's what makes Marines different. I wanted to be a warrior. Me and my Marines, we were warriors." He truly was the definition of the term legend. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Recon Jack, and perhaps you've learned something new. Stay tuned for more episodes as I continue to explore the hallowed history, traditions, and individuals of the United States Marine Corps. Please feel free to like this video, subscribe to my channel, click that notification bell, and leave a comment in the section below. I always enjoy interacting with you folks and seeing the growth of this channel. Also, don't hesitate to tell a friend or family member, or send me an email directly to recon_jack@hotmail.com. And until next time, Semper Fi, and carry on.